So I wanted to talk about general uh, overstimulation, over consumption, and how that, like, most people are brain dead retards. Like, like, physically, like, they don't really exercise. They overeat. They eat shitty foods. And they don't learn anything, and they're literally like dying. Their brain cells are dissolving. They're getting older. Their faculties are falling. Most people are like slowly downturning and falling apart, or at least maintaining or whatever. But whatever little growth that they have is sort of just like soft, weak, easy. It's very rare to find anyone who is actively learning, growing, developing, and just trying to take responsibility. And then the vast majority of people are just at minimum doing whatever they can to survive and support whatever they enjoy. And so things like overeating, overstimulation with watching content, particularly scrolling through phones, and then even worse, sexual content. So, and then generally avoiding exercise, avoiding the sauna, avoiding cold exposure. You want to avoid things that are too pleasurable. As I say that, I was like, oh boy, I have a body armor. Isn't that sugary and tasty? I could have it right now, but no, I'm fasting. Um, anyways, I just finished a 48-hour or 54-hour fast, and that was painful, stressful, but like it was good. It's good practice. It's good to get away from anything for a period of time, not over excess. It's like it makes people lazy, and then this modern day content oftentimes, like, people get into like a trance and their brain shuts off and they're not necessarily learning anything, but they're also colossally wasting time when they could be doing things that would be building up their future for the long term and contributing to the content out there rather than just consuming. It's like, yeah, sure, there's time to relax, there's time to have fun. That's important, but for the most part, it's like work all day on creativity, art, music, writing, building a business, reading, learning, whatever. Like those are the things that are worth it. Like the stuff that leads to your betterment, the skills that you have, what you carry around, the value that you have, and particularly the moral qualities that you display. That's probably the most important thing. Is like, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, be honest, have integrity, honor the work of your ancestors and the people around you. Be grateful and understand all the colossal effort and value and sacrifice that has happened endlessly, and care about your fellow man. Be compassionate, understand them, try to help, and when you can, try to be kind, try to be truthful, and speak, and try to order things and solve problems. And most people just like, most of the people, like, they're sitting in their house, they're having their conversations, and all of them are like kind of delusional and stupid, because none of them will tell each other the truth. No one will tell each other what they think, because like comfort and security are the primary things. And then like if you disrupt that, it's like, oh no, like, oh, they criticize me, oh, I gotta go to therapy, oh my god, oh. And you know, it can skate towards bullying. You don't want to bully, you don't want to harass, you don't want to just hurt people's feelings for the sake of it. But being honest about things, and contributing to to solving problems. It's like there's right and there's wrong, there's inferior, there's superior ways to live your life, to do things. And what most people are doing is they're putting like barely any effort into life, just doing whatever society has told them to do. Get the house, get the job, get the girl, whatever, and then go to college and then retire, and just like they come and they go. They live and then they die. And though everybody has an important effect and a major effect, the absence of what they do or what they choose to actively do, and it's important to treat everyone well and not miss the value that they have. In general, people are just, they live and then they die, and then like, what did they do? Who were they? And it was kind of like, not very much. They didn't really know who they were. They had all this potential and they kind of wasted it. And then, if anything, they contributed to the general toxicity of the world also. It's like, I guess I can't really say that, but it's a colossal waste to have just one human being who's just like, I'm gonna eat all day and watch TV shows and take drugs and have sex, and then particularly the sex thing is like, having sex with multiple people is destructive to the well-being and longevity of the whole society, because generally you want people who are well committed to a relationship and build stable relationships, and try to commit to one person, work through the problem, and sacrifice to improve the relationship. Making and then overeating, it's like people are just dying, they're getting old, their brains are dissolving, their mood is shitty, they're more likely to be irritable and impulsive, and depressed and anxious and all that, and then if they're not exercising, if they're not hitting the sauna, if they're not taking cold exposure, and and if they're not fasting, then they're slowly degrading on the daily, getting older, and losing genetic qualities and health, and it affects their whole life. It affects their performance, it affects their relationships, it affects just how you view the world. It's like, if you just wake up and then you go throughout your day and you don't feel good, oftentimes you're probably not going to do anything. Like who wants to create? Who wants to make things? Who wants to put in effort? Who wants to sit down and focus if they haven't exercised? It's like one of the most important things. It's like you exercise, and then you increase this BDNF and other neurochemicals, and you get blood flow to the brain, and then you're motivated, your memory's better, whatever. It's like everyone's going for the easy, short pleasures. And then when a challenge comes, or when a project or an idea pops in their head, it's like they cower. And then also when it's expedient to lie, they lie. And when it's when it's anyways, it's avoid pleasures, deprive yourself, take periods away from the things that are excess. Entertainment, scrolling on the internet, eating food, taking drugs. You should just entirely devoid yourself of casual sex, and you should commit to a partner. But and then you should do practices that strengthen your mind. You should sit down and exercise. You should hit the sauna. You should hit the cold exposure. You should go out on a run. You should I suppose. Anyways,